if this, I don't know what that was. Oh no. Is that my water? Intermission. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a book haul. I don't know why I do this. I keep buying series. Every single one of these books are a series. Maybe one isn't, but I need to finish books. So this is exciting and it's a lot of books. So I really got, doggy. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please go like and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you know every single time I post. And let's get into this monstrosity of a haul. Ta-da! You guys are balancing on a chair and a fan. Hopefully you don't fall. I don't think I've read any of these. I started reading one. I'm trying to finish the series right now, the A Court of Thorn and Roses series. I'm trying to finish that and then I will get into these series. I'm gonna start with these two books that I got recently, or that I got a while ago, as in like summertime. Okay. So the first book I have is Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. So this is about Simon Snow and Baz. So Simon Snow is a chosen one. This kind of reminds me of Hogwarts because they go to like this school and it's called, it's Watford School of Magics. And so they both go to that school. So Simon is the chosen one and Baz is an evil vampire. And Baz the one that like protects Simon. But Simon, everyone calls him like the worst chosen one of all time just because he's Simon. He doesn't have the best luck. His girlfriend broke up with him. He's not really good with his wands and just with magic in general. So it's very confusing why he is a chosen one. But there is this magic eating monster that's going around town and like murdering people. The thing is he's a shapeshifter and he's wearing Simon's face. So everyone thinks Simon's going off and killing people, but it's actually a monster. And so they basically go on that long trip with the evil monster. Yeah, I don't really know too much about it. I've heard that like everyone's read this. It's really good apparently, so I'm really excited about it. Cover's really cool. Even inside is cool. Like that looks super cool. So now the next book is I got Scythe by Neil Shusterman. That might be entirely wrong, but at the same time it might be right. Okay, so I remember this. So this is Scythe. Oh, it's in a world where humanity has conquered hunger, disease, war, and misery, and even death. So I cannot talk today, seriously. But then, ow, my pimple. But just because there's no death doesn't mean there's still never gonna be death, if that makes sense. No, it doesn't. Anyway, so there are these scythes going around. It's like this organization and there's scythes. They basically play the role of the reaper and they take someone's life. But the scythes are the only ones who can end a life and are commanded to do so in order to keep the size of the population under control. And there are these two characters, Citra and Rowan, and they both are chosen to apprentice a scythe and go on a journey, and they have to take a life of someone, but they both don't want to do it. If they don't though, that means they can lose their own life, and I'm excited for it. It's like information you all do know I can't really describe. Okay, cool. All right, that's good to know. So this is A Torch Against the Night by Sabah Tahir. I really don't think I'm saying that right, but this is the second book in an Ember in the Ashes novel. If you're reading this book right now, skip this. But this is after the fourth trial, so Laia and Elias, spoiler alert, did escape school for the martial soldiers. They flee the city of Syria. I'm definitely not saying that right. And Laia is determined to get into Kof. Kof is the prison that her brother is in right now. He is a scholar as well, so Laia and Elias both go on a journey to go to Kof to get her brother. But along the way, they have a lot of enemies. So they have their Emperor Marcus, merciless commander, the sadistic warden of Kof, and most heartbreaking of all, Helena. Helen. I don't know anymore. This is Elias's former friend and the Empire's newest bloodstrike. That was their like whole trial thing was for it. Anyway, if it's gonna be as good as the first book, I'm definitely gonna enjoy it. Yada yada. Next book. The next book I have is Children of Blood and Bone by Tommy Adeyemi. Oh my god, I feel so bad. I can't talk. I can't even pronounce. This is what it looks like. I think it looks super cool. Inside there's like a map. Okay, so I remember the gist of it. So it's about Zeely. I'm just gonna say that. I'm not saying her last name. I'm gonna butcher it like I have everything else. All right, so Zeely lives in Orisha, and it used to be like this magical world, and they are all Magi, people with magical powers. Her mother passed away. I think she got killed, but the Magi were targeted and killed by the newest ruthless king and magic is destroyed pretty much. Her and this rogue princess starts a rebellion and they try to strike back so they can get magic back from the king. But along the way, she does possibly fall in love with the king. But Zelie is also a magi, so along the way she gets powers and gets to learn about them more. So that's what the book is about. So the next book I have is Nevernight, and this is book 1, and it is by J. Kristoff. So this is about Mia, and Mia is an assassin. Her family is killed and abused by the power. Father is killed and hung because he was a traitor for the government, and her mom was taken away. I have read this. I've probably read like half of this, but I don't remember what happens. So I am rereading it. I am in like a little bit in. She goes after people that have destroyed her family and have killed her father. She actually gets into the school of assassins. So it's called the Red Church. When she is in the school, there are these deadly trials that she has to go through. It's basically like their big test to become like a true assassin. If she survives the initiation, she'll be inducted amongst the chosen of the Lady of the Blessed Murder and be one step closer to the only thing she desires, which is revenge. I definitely want to read it soon, but yeah, so that's the book. Anyway, but the next book is going to be Capturing the Devil by Carrie Maniscalco. This is the last and final book in the series. So again, if you're not done with them, I would definitely skip by. Audrey and Thomas finally make it to the United States and they go to Chicago, and they came to the United States to pursue their detective forensics type of business. So they come to America and they go to this fair, and it's called, it's just called the World's Fair in Chicago. And along the way, they actually realize that there are a lot of missing persons cases and there's a lot of murders. This is a serial killer they've never gone up against. This is different than any type of serial killer they've ever gone against. And this one is actually based off the Murder Hotel. And if you don't know what the Murder Hotel was, he made this hotel where people would stay in, but every single room had its different traps. There were different traps in every single room, and no one really made it out alive and everyone died. Their bodies would like go to the basement, and there were a lot of slaves there. It is called the Murder Hotel for a reason. It's hell pretty much, and I think that's really cool. They did base off their first book from Jack the Ripper. H.H. Holmes is off of him and his Murder Hotel. If you're definitely into mystery and like true crime type of books, this is the book because you're on your toes every single time. All right, so I'm gonna go to the next book, which is also by Carrie Maniscalco, and it is Kingdom of the Wicked, and it's actually a new book. So it is about these twins. Their names are Amelia and Victoria, and they're both, I don't even know how to say this, it's like Streg. Okay, they're witches, and this is around the prosecution and the trials and all that, so they do have to keep hidden in the human world. But one night, her sister Victoria doesn't make it to dinner. Amelia goes out to go find her, but she finds her body desecrated beyond belief. She's very devastated. She definitely thinks it's because she's a witch, but she sets out to find her sister's killer. But along the way, she actually creates a bond with the Wrath, and he is one of the wicked princes of hell. She's been warned about him as a child just because they're evil and deadly, obviously. So, but the Wrath is tasked by his master to find who's killing all these women around the island. So they kind of come together because her sister is probably one of those women that were killed by the same killer. So now we're on to the very last two books, and they actually go together. This is the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas. Crown of Midnight by also Sarah J. Maas, and this is the second book. Celiana. Oh my god. I'm just gonna call her Selena. It looks like Selena. She is an assassin, and she actually goes to the kingdom to assassinate the king. She's summoned to the castle, but she wants to go kill the vicious king, but she doesn't have her freedom, so she wants to win her freedom. But the only way she can do that is just defeat 23 killers, thieves, and warriors in a competition, and then she will be released from prison to serve as a king's champion. And she meets a bunch of people around the way. She meets the crown prince, captain of the guard, and a princess. They help her along the way. So there's something in the castle that is going around killing a bunch of her competitors that are in the same trials, and so she has to figure out who is killing them so she can get her freedom and become the champion, and she has to find it before it destroys her world. That's the basis of it. Okay, well, I'm just gonna say this is the second book. This is A Crown of Midnight. I'm not gonna read it. I'm not reading the back because I haven't read this book. No, not doing that. I already saw spoiler alert, she won it. Why would she not though if they made a bunch of series about it? I don't know. Something happens in the book and it sounds cool. So sorry, I'm just not going to go into it, but this is the second book I got, and yeah. And that's all the books. That was so scary. I just dropped all my water on my table for the second time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please click like and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you know every single time I post. I don't know how this turned out. I feel like I was rambling the entire time. Hope you guys enjoyed this haul and this gave you guys more information and more ideas for books that you might be interested in getting. There's definitely a theme in these books, especially with me, just because I like the whole style of all of it. And I will see you guys in my next video. So bye.